So GitHub, all right. So GitHub is a distributed one sec, guys. All right, so GitHub is a distributed version control system that enables, okay, it is distributed because it enables different team members to commit their codes at any time and whenever and whenever. To commit their codes at any time and whenever. So in today's class, we shall see how to work in Git and GitHub. So in today's class, we shall see how to manage these two guys back and forth. All right. How to work with these two guys, Git and GitHub. All right. So it's a distributed version control system. It is distributed because every member can commit to a common repository at any time and whenever. Assuming I am in Nigeria and someone is in the US, we can be working together. We can be developing an application and pushing our different codes in the same repository. In the same repository, all right? So we're going to see all of that in a moment, okay? So without further ado, let's start off with, let me call it, I should have prepared a course content, guys. But it's just something we can just do sharply, all right? So let me just give us the steps. First, we must show how to sign up for a GitHub organization account. All right. So we need to sign up. Okay. So let's get started with signing up. So this is what I will do. I will I'll come over here and I'll open GitHub, but let me sign out my GitHub. Let me sign out my GitHub. One sec, guys. My GitHub is associated with. Now to register on GitHub, you open your browser and you go to what? github.com. All right. And it is compulsory that we all have a GitHub repository where we save our works. All right, where we save our works. Because if I show you my own GitHub account, let me try and show you my own. Let me see if I can still go back in. I hope I never forget this password. I come, okay. Hey, my nose. So I want to show us something. So this is my GitHub account. Great. And where are my repositories? My repositories. What is this now? Okay. All right. So I have a lot of works I've done here. All right. I have for Kubernetes, though I fork this repository from someone's repository. And ever since I forked this repository, I've also have some like 5 persons has forked my own repository. All right. And they've given me like 7 stars. Okay. Then I have Terraform. So if I open Terraform, I have some scripts that I have written. Okay. In DevSecOps, I have some pipelines I have written, especially in GitHub Actions. Right, Terraform. I have Terraform for AWS, some scripts that create EC2 instance and EKS cluster. I also have Azure Kubernetes cluster, and virtual machine. All right. So I wrote this thing and saved them for my own purpose. Okay, let me go back. Article. All right. So I have DevSecOps. All right. And I also have monitoring. I should have monitoring somewhere. I have about 33 repositories. Right. I have 33 repositories in my organization. Right. So guys, this is what I wanted to just show us. And so it's good you keep a professional GitHub repository, because most of the time when you apply for jobs, all right, employers won't always want to ask for your GitHub repository. All right, they will always want to ask for it. So yeah, so it's always good you keep a professional GitHub repository. All right, great. So yeah, so let me sign out completely. Sign out. So first on our table is to sign up for GitHub organization, to create an account. So I'll go towards github.com, then I'll click on sign up. So to show me all these guys. So now I need to give an email that is not registered on GitHub. So let's quickly create a Gmail. Let me go to Gmail. Let's quickly create a Gmail. Why is this guy taking time now? Simple thing with us. Or should I connect to my phone? What is this? One second, I think you're taking time. Why isn't it take time now? I want to switch away. Let me switch network, please. Let me switch network. Okay, let's check that Gmail. All right, so let me sign out. What's this now? What is this? Okay, or let me just use the Cognito. Let me use Cognito for this. Cognito, Gmail. All right, so let me call this create account. Create account. Why isn't the Didn't that happen today now? Didn't that happen today? Personal use. All right, the name is let me call this cohort 2. The surname is optional. Date of birth 12 May 1979. Gender male. Next. Cohort 805. I want to create my own cohort 2 at gmail.com. Next is taking. Okay. Cohort 247. All right, Seahawk 2, cohort 2. CO dash cohort 2. Taking. Cohort 805. Cohort 247. Taking. Well, let me take this one. Cohort 805. Cohort 805 at gmail.com. Next. I'll give you the password. All right, next. Phone number, Nigeria. 9013 I pray I don't have an error. Hey, so number cannot be used for verification. Okay, so
I think remove the 234. I think the Nigeria will do that.
No, I don't use this number before. You understand? I don't do business. So somebody should give me his Nigerian number. Someone should give me his Nigerian number. Someone please should give me his Nigerian number. Who they give me now? Article, give me that Nigerian number and use again. Article. Type on for you, no time. Article, is still there?
Yes, boss.
Give me your Nigerian number now. I don't know if you go send, because you will send notification to that number. I don't want to use. I don't want to use. Or somebody with the Nigeria, the everybody is called today now. Say Austin now. Onoche, you get two number now.
People don't drop in on now, boss.
You don't drop your own. Where is him now?
Yeah, I don't drop him. I don't drop my own.
You drop him for the chat. Where?
Yes, they chat.
Who's on the chat now? I don't see him now. Where is him for here now? Okay,
I'll
okay.
send it to WhatsApp
No
now.
wala, no wala. I don't. No wala. All right. So let me use this. Great. Okay, so let's see if you get this phone number cannot be used for verification. Get a verification code sent to your phone. Why now? What's happening? And I can't skip this space. I can't skip this stage. Wait though. 2, 3, 4 plus 0. I not get. Okay, or anybody gets account gets Gmail. Oh, anybody get Gmail? The narrow leg. At the come, let me try something. Now I use here now. All right, let me try this. The narrow leg at gmail.com. The success factor. Wait, at the come, make I try this one. Narrow leg. Email address already taken. I've used this email address before. Success factor. Success factor. Email address invalid. Enter your email. So this guy has already been taken. What is this? All right, let me go to Yahoo Mail now. Let me just create Yahoo Mail. Yahoo Mail. Cognito, where are you? Cognito. Yahoo Mail. Let's create an account. Cohorts. Cohorts. 805 at yahoo.com. Um 7891. Can I don't have a local phone number? Let me see. Why is it picking this guy now? Recovery. Why is it picking? Oh shit! It's taking me to Bulgaria. I know if you change this thing. No? This is my Bulgarian number. Why is it picking this number, for God's sake? Why is it picking this number?
I use a VPN.
No. I don't have a local phone number. We will send you a code to verify. But it's not supposed. It's picking this. Oh, I don't like this kind of thing. No. Any other email service? If you give us email, can someone share his email that hasn't used it for GitHub before? Can somebody share one email? Let me pause this process. Can somebody just share one email so I can get past this stage, guys? So this is my organization. So my organization is Frankie's Infotech. All right, great. So yeah, so want to get started. So you remember yesterday when we got started, we told us about two kinds of repository. We're told that we have both remote repository and local repository, right? So all of yesterday, we saw local repository. So today, we shall be seeing what a remote repository looks like, right? And GitHub gives us that notion, okay, of remote repository. So this is my remote repository, and I will be managing my remote repository from my command line, my Git CLI. So from my Git CLI, I will be managing what? My GitHub, all right? My GitHub. So once you've signed up on GitHub, the first page that opens is this guy, all right? Is this guy. So what do we need to do? Let's do an introduction of the GitHub interface. So this area is, obviously this takes you to your dashboard, right? Once you click this icon, it takes you to your dashboard. So you always click your organization. Your organizations will always be here. So this is the organization that is selected, all right? So click somewhere and let me show us how to do it. So that's how this how it look like once you click on your organization, all right? Then you have overview, this overview, then I click on repository. So these are the repositories. So these are the repositories I have. Then projects, I don't have any projects. Okay, I don't have any projects. Jump right in. I don't have any projects. Then packages. This is GHCR. There's something called GHCR, which is a GitHub Container Registry. So GitHub Container Registry. So once you, if you're, oh, sorry guys, sorry. So GitHub has its own container registry where you can dockerize dockerize your code and push the code to GHCR. All right, GHCR. These are it is. GHCR, which is interpreted GitHub Container Registry. All right, container registry. Okay, great. So so this is what these packages are. Then stars, if you want to give this, if you want to give my organization a star, you want to give my repository a star, give me a star. All right. So yeah, it is. Then my far right, yes, you can also search for some keywords. All right. You can search for a repository, you can search for anything, visibly anything inside of GitHub from this search bar. All right. So we also have command line pellets. So I've not used this command line before. Okay, let me see. I've not used that command line before, so I don't really know how it works. All right, I've not used this guy before. Then here is what was it? Okay, from here you can actually create new repository. You can create new repository. You can import repository, new code space, new gist, new organization, new projects. Okay, so you can create a new organization. So on that organization, you will have your repositories. As I have now, I have this organization called Frankie's Infotech. So on this Frankie's Infotech, I have joined other organizations, all right? Organizations that are outside of my own organization. I have joined them. So what they did is they sent me, they added me as a member to that organization. And on GitHub, I was able to accept the invite, all right? And I became a member to that organization. Let me pause this recording. Let me just show us. So what is this guy? Issue, pull request. You have no unread notification. All right, so now I have my profile icon. So if I click on this guy, I will see my profile. I can set status, my profile, my repositories, my projects, my organizations. So organizations I belong to, if I click this organization, your organization, I should see all the organizations. Aside Frankie's Infotech as my personal organization, there are other organizations I belong to, like this guy and this guy, all right? So let's show us everything. That was organization, enterprise, your stars, your sponsors, etc. Then settings, all right? So if you need to do some modifications on your profile, all right, you always come to, most of the time, if you want to do an organizational level settings, you come to the settings that is here. This settings here, you click here and it will take you this area. So on my left hand side, you see a lot of things. These are your profile. You see your account, appearance, accessibility, notifications. Let's go after one after the other, right? Public profile, you can set your profile here. This is your profile. You can do whatever you want to do, you update, right? That's been there already. So if you want to check your accounts, you can actually delete your accounts, right? So if you want to delete your accounts, go to accounts, right? You can delete your accounts from here, all right? Then you can change your username, as the case may be. You can do a lot from here, okay? You can also add a successor. By adding a successor below, I acknowledge that I am the owner of this account and I'm authorizing GitHub to transfer content within that account to my GitHub successor designated below in the event of my death or all right. Okay, that's something we call account takeover. Now, appearance, if you want to, give your GitHub a sexy kind of appearance, you can always set it up, can tune it up here. Then if you want to make it black, this is white. I want to make it black. If I select this guy now, I think it should take effect now. Daytime, night. This is dark theme. Where can I say? Well, let me see. Come back here. Appearance. This theme will be active when your system is set to light mode. Okay, when it's set to light mode. Wait. This is active now. Okay. So it's even here, not this side. Let me put it back. So it's this side, all right? So I've changed the settings. You can change it as you like it. You can tweak it, you can see. So anyhow you want to do it, all right? You can always do it. So let me change it back to light mode. So it's back to light mode, right? So you can do a lot of things. So accessibility and notification. Now, access, all right? Under here, we have billing and plans. GitHub, to some extent, is not free. All right, it's kind of 20/80. 20% of things on GitHub is free, while the other 80% is not free. When you start using GitHub Actions, when you use GitHub Actions, you're granted like 20,000 units you're giving 20,000 minutes on GitHub Actions. Once you finish using that 20,000 minutes, the rest minutes you have to buy it. All right. So that's where billing and plans come into play. Plans and usage, spending limits, and payment information. All right. So you by default, you're giving like, let me check that limits, spending limits. But I know it's 20,000 units you're giving, right? That's under limit. Then you have your email. Let's check your email. This is your default email, primary email, right? Okay. Email preference, etc. Now, password and authentication. Passwordless sign in with pass keys. I've not used this part before. Okay, this is where if you want to change your password, your own password, if you want to change it, you come over here. All right. Then if you want to set two-factor authentication, 2FA, on your GitHub account, you do here. So me, I have two-factor, right? You can always come here to enable it, right? To enable two-factor. Look at it here. You can add, you can use authenticator app, or you can use SMS. So I did SMS. All right. You can always do that under password and authentication. Session, I've not used session before. Well, session will only show you your GitHub virtual instance, your GitHub public IP. So this is my GitHub public IP. This is a list of devices that you have logged into your account. Revoke any sessions that you do not recognize, right? So far I only have one section. So when you feel as if you are compromised, your system, your GitHub account has been compromised, always come to session, right? So session will show you the amount of logins, right? Amount of logins that are currently on your GitHub account, your personal GitHub account. So once you see them, you can always end those sessions. If you don't understand them, it's showing me that I'm logging from Ireland. All right. I don't you understand. Ireland. Oh, voila. That was sessions. Now, SSH and GPG keys. This is one important aspect. All right. Okay. Until August 2021, until August 2021, GitHub decided to discontinue the use of password for authentication. Before, whenever you want to authenticate with your GitHub account remotely, right? GitHub uses passwords, right? But as they advance, all right, they decided to do away with password authentication and introduce what we call SSH keys, all right? So the same way we try to create SSH access, okay, for EC2 instances in the same way. So all I need to do, I'll just come to my base machine and I will generate a key pair, right? For this SSH, I will generate a key pair, SSH. I'll generate a key pair, right? Once I generate a key pair, the private key is going to stay with me. While the public key, I will share the public key. I'll come to GitHub, come to my profile, go to settings, then I'll come to what? SSH and GPG. Then I will add new SSH key. We shall do this aspect, all right? We shall do it. That should be the last thing in today's course, all right? Then we have organization. You can also leave organization. You can leave organization at any time. You can also create organization. So you click on new organization and it's a free organization, right? Create a free organization. So you click on create free organization. You give it a name, cohort 2. Contact email. You can put your contact email. It's a personal account, right? It's trying to verify your account. This part, you can accept this guy now. I hereby accept terms and conditions. Let's wait this guy to finish verification. He's saying that this is wrong. This name is already taken. This name is already taken. Let's check. All right. co-hot2, all right? That's been verified. I can click on next, all right? Unable to verify your captcha answer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so guys, you can just go through this process to create additional organization. I don't want to do that now in my listing. So let me go back, go back, go back, go back. All right, so that was organization. I've not used enterprise before. You don't have any enterprise. I've not used moderation. You can actually block user. Okay, blocked users, interaction limits, code review limits, code review. I've not used these features before. Yeah, repositories. You see all the repositories that you have created, that you have in this organization. All right, you always see the whole repositories. All right, great. That was repositories, code space, packages, which we saw. But I don't have any package here, but I have it at that other level. Copilots, then applications, developer settings. So when we share this, a concept called GitHub organization in Jenkins, all right? When I need to integrate my GitHub account with Jenkins, all right, I will create what we call a GitHub app, right? So to create a GitHub app, I'll come to my developer settings. When we get to that stage, we shall see more of developer settings. I think this is also for about settings at organizational level, right? The settings at organizational level. So let me go out. Let me go to my dashboard. I click on that guy. Yeah. So let's go to okay, so this is what I have. So this was this guy, right? At the organizational level. Now, I need to create, the first thing I need to do now, I need to create a repository. I need to create a repository. So I'll come to repositories. I'll click here. We don't start. Now, I'll click on what? New. Click on new repository. You can see now, the owner is this organization. In this organization, I can either select either of these organizations to create the repository in, but I don't want to go this route. So these are not for me, just this guy. So in this Frankie's Infotech organization, I want to create a repository. Let me call that cohort 2. Cohort 2 is available. I can give you a description. Now, the access mode, we have two kinds of access mode. One is public access, and the other is a private access. And the public access means anyone on the internet can access my repository. I can always do a Git clone. That's why you've seen me doing a Git clone. I'm able to do a Git clone because those repositories are actually public. The access mode on those repositories are public. That's why I could do a Git clone. If it was private, all right, I wouldn't have been able to do a Git clone if I'm not a member to that repository, if I don't have access to that repository, right? So we are going to create a public repository. Now, it's saying initialize this repository with a README file. All right. So you remember that thing that we did on this terminal. Well, let me log in. On this terminal where we needed to pause. Where we needed to what's it called, sir? Where we needed to start using the local directory as a local GitHub repository. So we have to do a git init, right? So that git init is something similar here, right? So if you need to add a README file, you add it. So a README file is a file that describes that describes the nature of your code base, what your code is doing, right? You describe everything, how to install the app, your code, how to install your code as application. All right. And yeah, so you describe everything in your README file. Okay, so you always add a README file. So though it's optional, but it's a best practice to add a README file. I will show you something yet. All right. Let me just add a README file. Now you can also, let me log in, guys. You can you can also add a .git ignore. Now, I didn't mention it yesterday. What is a .git ignore? A .git ignore file is a file that is used to ignore any file you don't want to commit to your GitHub repository. All right. Assuming on my local GitHub server, I'm writing some codes. After writing those codes, and I need to commit those changes to my remote repository, which is GitHub. And I have some files that are so sensitive. And if I don't want to commit those files to GitHub, I'm going to mention those files inside of .git ignore file. I'll create that file in my server. All right. So I'll mention all the files, all the directories that I don't want Git to commit to the remote repository. So I'll mention them there. So you can add it. Add.git ignore. We are adding. So it's giving me a template. It's giving me a template. All right, let's go with that. AL. Then choose a license. I'm not taking any license because this is a public repository. If it were to be a private repository, I would have chosen the license. Okay. Now it says this will set main as the default branch. Change the default name in your settings. We can always change this guy from this my settings. Let's check it there somewhere here. I'll right click. So if I don't want, I'll show you where that guy is bringing that name. I'll go to repository. Repository. I saw it somewhere. I saw that main somewhere. I saw that guy. I'm seeing somewhere. Okay, this is it. You can always change it from here. All right. Now I say repository default branch is main. Choose the default branch for your new personal repositories. You might want to change the default name due to different workflows or because your integration still require master as a default branch. But let's leave it like this. I'm going to show us where we are going to rename it from main to master. All right. So let's leave it like this. That's fine. Let me close. All right. So that's where we have this guy. All right. So you are creating a public repository in your personal account. So that's fine. So click on what? Create repository. Now you can see I added a .git ignore file. Then I also added a what? A README file. So these are the two files that I added. And you can see the information I have here. Currently, I have one branch, just one branch, which is what? Which is main. Okay. So these are the two files that are on my branch. And the nature of this repository is public. All right. The access is public. Okay. So yeah. So currently you have one person watching this repository, which is me. Okay. So yeah. Now I want to create another repository. I want to show something. Remember when I chose add the README file, and I say create, it took me to this page. This page. Now let me do similar thing, but I won't add a README file. I want to do a similar thing. I'll go to I'll come to my organization, click on your organization. I want to create a new repository. I'll go to repositories. I'll click on what? New repository. Let me call it demo cohort. It's public. I'm not going to add a README file. I'm not going to add, even if I add this guy, no voila. But my concern is the README file. I'm not going to add it. I'll click on what? Create repository. All right. So because I added a file, I'm not seeing what I need to see. Let me delete. Let me show us now. Okay, I'll come back to that delete. We are coming. Let me do some. Let me still go through the same process again. Let's go to the organization, then come to repositories, then come to new. Now let's create demo cohorts. All right. Now I'm not going to add any file. I'm not going to add readme neither .gitignore. I'll just click on create repository. Now I want to see the difference between when there is no file. This is when there is no file. You didn't add any file. And when you added a file. Right? So why I'm taking us through this part is Git always provide a set of commands. Git will always provide a set of commands to connect to connect from your local repository, which is this machine. Let me connect. This machine, yes. To connect from this machine, which is this guy to this guy. So Git will always give you those set of commands. Look at now. The first thing is you initialize your what? Your repository. The next thing you do, if you need to add a README, you do it. Now you commit everything. Now you set your main branch to what? To main with this capital M. Now you add your remote branch to your base machine. Sorry, your remote repository. I'm adding this remote repository to my what? To my base machine. Before I will do that, I will need to set up SSH. This, like I said, would be the last thing we need to do. But I'm just showing us. All right. Now, once I'm done, I can now do a git push to my what? Remote repository. We'll do all of that. So I'm just only showing us the set of commands that get created when you create a repository without a file. All right? Without a file. So we've seen all of these. So let me delete these repositories and leave only one we can work with. All right? So this is what I would do. I need to delete this repository, demo cohort. I told us something. There are two types of settings. There's a setting that you see under your organization. This is it. And there's another settings that you see here at the repository level. At the repository level, there's another settings. These settings, they have their separate functionality. Now, I am seeing these settings at the repository level because I am the owner. I created this repository. If I'm not the one who created this repository, I won't see these settings. These settings is meant to modify the behavior of this repository. So if you're not the owner of this repo, or you have not been given access on this repo, you won't see these settings. These settings won't be visible to you. But because of I'm the owner to this repository, That is why I'm saying what? The settings. So let's open the settings and see what's inside there. So I'll click on this guy, settings. Now, you see that items here are kind of different. All right. So here's the repository name. I can always rename it from here. Cohorts 247. So I will scroll down. Then I will say there should be saved somewhere. I'll be update or rename. Just click on rename. Once you click on rename, it should rename this guy. You can see I have renamed the repository. Let's go back to that settings. Settings. Let me change it back. Rename. That's gone back. Settings. Okay. So I can also do some things here as well. Let's scroll to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Let's scroll. Preserve repository projects. Pull requests. Allow merge commits. These guys, they come by default, except you uncheck them. Pushes. They call this place danger zone. Danger zone because I can change visibility. This repository is currently public. So let's say I have to change visibility from public to private. You can see now, change to private. Now make this guy private. I want to make this repository private. So if I click on it, I have read. Say, okay, warning, this is a destructive action. Make this repository private. Click on private. So you can see now, once this guy goes private, you always see a padlock by the corner of that repository. That means that it's a private repository. So nobody can see this repository except you are a member of the organization or you are added to that repository, right? We have what we call collaborations. This is where you add access to your repository. But let's finish though. Scroll back to the bottom. It's now what? Private. Let me change it back. Change it back. Change to what? Public. Yes, I understand. Make this repository public. This guy, you can see there's no padlock here again. It means that it is it's now a public repository. Let's scroll down. Now, disable branch protection rules. Now, there's something called branch protection. Currently, is enable branch protection. I think that is something else. If you need to protect the branch, I shall see. Don't worry, I shall see that part. I shall see that part. Transfer ownership. This transfer repository to another user, or to an organization where you have the ability to create repositories. Archive this repository. Delete this repository. So if you're through, all right, you don't want this repository anymore, you can always what? Delete this repository. So let's finish. I will delete it at some point. Now, collaborators, if you need to give access to GitHub users who are not member of your organization, right? You come to collaborators, they can invite anybody. You haven't invited any collaborator yet on this organization, sorry, on this repository. So you come here, you click on what? Add. Austin, you say you get GitHub account. What is the name? Austin.
Make a put up a chat.
All right. One second, guys. Resume. Let me do it again. Remove. Now click on what? Add people. Imoli more. Yes, him. Click on it. Click on add. Now this guy has been added. All right. Was Austin. So I want you to share your screen, right?
Oh,
Just share,
okay.
log into your GitHub so that we'll see where we can accept how we can accept this guy. One has access to this repository, one invitation. So there's one invitation. So let me open this user. Let me see something. Let me open this guy. It's public as well. So let me go back. Let me check the invitation. All right. So this is what this guy needs to do. If I click on this guy, wait. Well, let me open a new tab. No. I want to know where you see it from, where you check it from. All right, let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. Let me allow you to share. It should be somewhere, either your email or wait to I'm gonna check. Don't share. Share now. So guys, observe. I want to check where I will get that. Mm. All right, just wait. Now go to notification. Come to your profile. Guys, watch you. Yes, that place. No, this one. No. Yes, this one. Yeah. Click on it. Let me see. Now you can see it now. So he got the notification on his notification bar. He got what? He got the invite. All right. Now click on this invite. Click on it. Now is in a position to either accept the invitation or decline the invitation. So let's accept the invitation and see. Accept. Now he has accepted the invitation to collaborate on where? On that repository. You can see that since he is not the owner to that repository, you can see that it doesn't have that settings. This is just to collaborate. That setting is not there. You can only see security, insight, and there's no settings. There's supposed to be a settings. All right. So thank you, Austin. You can stop sharing. All right. So that was how he accepted. All right. He accepted my invitation. So back here now, if I refresh this page, this guy will go from pending. My screen is paused. What do I click? Your screen sharing. What did I click? Can we pause now? Resume screen share. Now, this guy, it will go from pending to what? to invite, accepted. Let me refresh. If I refresh this guy now, okay, it has gone. There's no pending request. So let me check collaborators. Check collaborators windows now. You can see now, this guy is now what? A collaborator to this repository, right? Now, we'll go to where we can also see where we can add access, all right? Moderation options, interaction limit. Let me see. Interaction limits. Let me see. Limits to existing users. These are just limits. Code review. No, it's not here. Let me check rules. I think we are done with here. Let me check rules. Rule sets. No. I want to check. Where that please dig in. To give permissions. Does collaborator is taking me to your own account. I don't want to come here. Manage. No, I don't want to come here. Environment pages, code security, deploy keys, secrets. Don't change you. General. Let me go to general. Let me see. It was general. No. Don't change you. General runners, webhooks, environments, code spaces. A lot of things don't change. But I will find them, Sha. All right. Where I can do they put everything inside collaboration? It's at organizational level. Well, let me check these settings under organization. Let me check these settings here. 1 minute. I want to check something. Accessibility. No. Developer. Access key, no. Come, guys. Emails. All right. I'll check that up and I'll revert. All right. So what I wanted is how to give read access. I think this guy covers it all. They've modified this thing. All right. So let's continue, guys. So that was collaboration, which we just saw. And webhook. Okay. We shall talk about webhook when we get to Jenkins. All right. So this webhook is used to it helps to trigger your Jenkins pipeline, right? We can always set a webhook for this particular repository. However, we can set the webhook at organizational level. So when you set a webhook at organizational level, it covers any repository that you create. We shall do all of that when we get to that stage, right? So with webhook, we should be able to set up what we call automated build, automated pipeline, where I don't need to click on build pipeline. All I need to do is just to set a trigger. The trigger most of the time is a commit. When you make a commit, a push to your remote repository, to your repository, it will automatically trigger a build on Jenkins. It will trigger a build on Jenkins. So that is what a webhook is used for. And when we get to that stage, we shall see a webhook in action, right? So you can also create environment variables. If you want to use environment variables, you can come here and create those variables, especially when you are working with, what is it called? When you're working with GitHub Actions, or even with your Jenkins script file, your Jenkins file, then come here, create a environment variables, and call those environment variable in your Jenkins file. You can do that here. All right. You can do that here. Then you have code spaces. I've not used code spaces. I've not used GitHub pages. I've not used this guy as well. All right. Then deploy keys. If you're setting up, there are no deploy keys for this repository. All right. If you need to use some external keys, right, in your repository, you deploy those keys here as an environment variable. You click on add deploy key, the key title and the key. All right. Most of the time, you also add SSH key here. All right. Add SSH key, but that SSH key comes at the organizational level. All right. At the organizational level, you add those SSH key because you want to grant organizational access. Okay, you shall do all of that. Then you have secret and variables. So in secret and variables, let's see actions. Action secrets. Okay, so this action secret is related to GitHub actions, right? These are environment variables that you need to use in your GitHub actions pipeline. All right, you create them here. Code spaces, dependables. This is bots. Right? I've never used these guys before. Then GitHub app. All right. So GitHub app is one section we shall talk about when we come to that level. All right. That level is GitHub organization with Jenkins. When we get to that level, we shall talk about GitHub app. Right. So this was the settings under repository. Repository. So we've seen a lot. So let's go back to, let's see how we can delete that repository. So go back to general. So I want to delete this repository. So I'll come down here. I'll click on what? Delete repository. Are you sure? Yes, I want to delete it. Delete it. I have delete. To confirm, type this guy in the box. Copy this guy. I know I'm gonna copy. Okay, copy. Copy and paste, then delete. So this is how you delete a repository. So I also need to delete this guy. I want to work with this guy only. So I'll select this guy. I'll go to settings. I'll scroll to the bottom, then I'll delete. Yes, I want to delete. Delete. Copy and paste. Delete. Yes, I've deleted those repositories. So I would just want to work with this repository only, right? Great. So now on this repository, I can add files. I want to start adding files. I'll come to what? Add file. I can either upload from my base machine or I can add it directly. So let me add the files. So I'll click on create new file. Create new file. So in here, I can give the file a name. Name of the file. Let me call it deploy.yaml. Then the content of that file. So I'll just paste the contents of that file here. So I'm assuming here is the content of the file. All right. So once I am through, okay, on my file, right, I'll click on what? Commit changes. Click on commit changes. Now I'll give a commit message. Remember when we were doing Git on CLI? When you want to commit, Git commit, you pass a commit message. So that's a similar thing. So this commit message is okay. All right. Then commit directly to the main branch. That's it. Click on what? Commit. I have created what? A file, deploy.yaml. I'll go back to my what? Repository name. I don't like this name, this branch, main repository. All right. So let me see if I can rename it. So I'll come here, branch, click on this branch. It's a default branch. So let me see how I can rename it. Let me go back to that settings. If I can see something. Now, when you go to that settings, you come to branches. Come to branches. Click on branches. You haven't protected any of your branch. Okay. This is the level. All right. You can actually protect your branch. Before I come there, let me finish what I need to do to rename that branch. I can't see that guy. General. Okay. Here's the branch now. Come to general. Let me go back. From here, click on branch. Click on branch. No, not this slide, please. Sorry. From the repository, click on settings. From settings, go to general. From general, you see your branch name. Click on this icon, this edit icon. Once I click on it, you tell me to rename it. I want to rename this guy to what? Master. I'll say what? Rename branch. You can see that's changed to master. I'll click on the repository name. I got it. That's changed to what? Master. All right, great. Now, there's one other way I would have done it, but that way it doesn't make sense. Let me show us that way. Come back to settings. Rename it back to main. Rename branch. Now, come here. It has changed to what? Main, right? Now, I need to create a parallel branch. So I'll come here. You can see, find or create a branch. Now, this branch I'm going to create is going to create a branch from the current branch. Create branch master from main. All right? Create branch master from what? Main. So I'll click this thing. So once I click this thing now, it's going to create the same content. The same content. All right? Master has the same content as main. Has the same content. All right? Now I need to keep master and remove main, right? So I'll come to branches. I'll come to branches. If I can, my bag is outside. Let me go back there. I've gotten these two branches, right? I'll come to what? Branches, two branches. Now, I'm going to switch this. Where's that icon? Look at this icon here. The default branch is main. So I want to switch it towards to master so that I can delete the default branch. I can delete this main branch. As it is now, you can't delete a default branch. You can only rename it. You also have an icon here to rename. Look at it now. Rename default branch main. Right? But I want to what? I want to switch it. So click on switch. Why now? Why? Okay, now it did. See now. Look at the icon and there's now an additional icon. So click on this switch. So switch from main to master. Updates. I understand. That's updated master as the default branch. So if I go back to my repository, I will see that master now is now my what? Default. I can now go ahead to delete this main. I come to what? Branches. I can see that this guy is deletable. I'll come to what? This delete icon. Click on delete. I have deleted the main branch. So now what I have, I just have only one branch, which is what? Master. So you see, so we saw the both ways. The first way is the renaming process, where we went to what? Settings. We went to settings and we, on general, we come here and click on this edit and we rename it. Second way was by creating a new branch from the previous branch. All right. And we went to what? Branches and did whatever we did. Okay. So great. We've seen that part. We've also seen how to add files. All right. So let's add a directory. If I need to add a folder, how do we do it? Let's see now. Create a new file. So I will say source. Once I type source, I'll put a // It's showing that it's not a directory. But let me do it like this. How do I do it? Because I can't commit. Let me wait. No. The common. If I do like this, it's telling me to add it's telling me to add a file. To add a file. So let's add a file. Let me see audits.txt. Is it workaround though? Then click on commit. Commit changes. So you can see I have created a folder source, right? But I don't want that file. So I can go into this folder, right? So inside of this folder, I have a file called audit, right? I can delete this file. Click on audit. As I click on audit, come to this dotted symbol here. You see delete a file. Delete that file. Commit. 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 What's happening now? Commit. I have deleted that file. So this folder is empty. Folder is empty. All right. Ewo, thing don't come out. Must have a file. All right, so let's go back. Add a file, create new file. Source / finance. Commit. So that is how you create you can also add a dot. You create a folder, right? With a /. Now, what else? I think we are almost done, guys. All right. We're almost done. You're almost done. The next part that we have now is how to connect this my base machine to my GitHub so that I can start performing what we call remote executions. All right, remote executions. I think I'm almost done. Okay, we have one pull request. Now let's perform merging. Now I need to create a new branch. All right. Let me see if I can create an empty branch from here. All right, I can create an empty branch. So this is how you create an empty branch. All right. Click on branch. On your far right, you see what? New branch. Click on new branch. Give it a name. Let me call it dev. Create a branch. Now we have another branch. If I go to the repository, I have two branches. One is master and the other is dev. The dev branch is empty. All right. Why now? So it copied from the existing branch. Okay. All right, no wala. But you can always delete these files if you don't need them. Right? If I come here, let me delete these files. I don't need these files. Delete directory. Deleted. Commit. I need to delete these files as well. Let me check here. Deleted. Check this file. Delete file. Commit. Right? Readme. Come here. Delete file. Delete. Deploy. Come here. Delete. Commit. Now, this repository is empty. the dev repository. The dev repository is empty. I have deleted everything. All right. There is nothing here. All right. On the dev branch. Sorry, guys. The dev branch. Okay. Great. Now I need to set something. In production, most of the time in a different organization, all right, whosoever creates a repository, most of the time would want to protect that repository from unnecessary commits, right? So that's what we call branch protection. So I don't want any person to commit to my branch anyhow. Now look at this now. So it means that if I create a file, or if I edit this file deployed on YAML, I want to edit this file. So once I click the file name, on my file right, I will see what this pencil, edit. Click on edit. Then I can come here now and start typing. This was edited. This was edited. Copy. All right. Okay. Now I'll commit. If I click commit, commit is very easy. It's one way. But I don't want this commit to be very easy, such that whenever anyone edits my file, I want to protect this repository so that you can't edit the files anyhow. How do we do that? Come to the repository. All right. And come to branches. I want to protect the branch. I want to protect the master branch. You can see that your master branch is not protected. Protect this branch from force pushing or deletion, or require status checks before merging. Now let's protect this branch. Click on protect this branch. So we're going to see some rules. So let's scroll down. Protect matching branches. Now, before you can merge, it will require you to perform a pull request. That's what this guy means. Require a pull request before merge. Let's check. Before merging to that branch, let's check. I'll always do a pull request, definitely. I'll show us. Let me check for something else. Require status checks to pass before merging. Require conversation to the resolution before merging. Require signed commits. Signed commits. Commits pushed to matching branches must have verified signatures. Require linear history. Require deployments to succeed before merging, right? Lock branch. Branch is read only. Users cannot push to the branch. Do not allow bypassing the above settings. Allow force pushes. Let me set this guy. Allow force pushes for everyone. Great. Right? I have added a branch rule. Branch protection rule created. All right. Now let's check something now to that master branch. Let me add. Let me try something now. I've added a rule. So let's try and edit this file again. Edit this file. Come here. It was edited. Now let me commit. Commit. Commit directly to the branch. Commit. So I'm not getting that rule is not being enforced for me because I'm the owner, right? So I'm going to add Austin again, collaborators, right? Add Imol Limo, right? I'm adding Austin again. Add. All right. Now, Austin, share your screen. Stop share. Share your screen so that we would see that part. Share your screen. Now, Austin will go towards notification. Go there, guy. Go there. Correct. Now, accept. Click on it. Now, accept. Now, Austin has accepted the collaboration. Now, Austin wants to edit this file. Edit that deployed on YAML. Yes. Now, go to your edits. No. It's far right now. It's far right, Austin. That's icon. Yes, that's it. Click on edit. Now, go to the bottom and add your own content. Scroll to the bottom. Click now, yeah. All right. Now, try to commit. Commit. Why is it not showing? It's not enforcing. Okay. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. Stop sharing. All right, let me share. It's supposed to enforce. So that part is not enforcing. Master branch. Let me do something. Let me branches. Master branch. Settings. Branches. Add a rule. Permits force pushes for all users of the brand. Allow religion. Require, if I lock this branch, lock the branch, require a pull request before merging. Let me lock this branch. Okay. Give it the name. Branch locking. Scroll, create. Rule is invalid. Why is it invalid? Branch name pattern. What does it mean? Lock branch. Why is it showing protecting margin branches? Oh. I know. I think I do now. Lock branch now. Read only. Create. Okay. Read only. All right. Branch rule. Okay. Currently applies to zero branch. Okay. Edit. Branches now. Oh, master. Sorry, guys. Master. Branch name pattern. Okay. That's the rule. Thank you, guys. That will be master. The branch name. That's the branch name. Then I want to lock that branch. All right. I'll click on save changes. Waiting now. The name already protected. Master. Why is it? Well, let me edit it. Okay, master. Okay, I need to lock it. Sorry, guy. I needed to add to edit. Okay, guy. Okay, I get it. Save now. Save. I've locked this guy now. All right, this guy is locked. Okay, let me delete this rule I created. It doesn't match any branch. That's to match a branch, guys. That's to match a branch. Now, Austin, share your screen again. Edit. Wait, chill. I want to show something. Cool down. Go back. Put that, edit again. Cancel this thing, cancel this thing. Oh, it's there, it's there, it's there. Your cursor is at line 1. Your pointer is at line 1. Your pointer is at line 1. Now scroll to the bottom. Yeah, that's where your cursor is. Scroll, right, add what you want to add. Add what you want to add. Fine. Now commit now. When you click on commit, just wait. It's saying to us, look at this bottom. You can't commit to master because it is a protected branch. It's now say, okay, create a new branch for this commit and start a pull request. Now, a new branch is your name -patch-2. So yes, you want to what? You want to do that. So click on propose changes. Click on propose changes. Propose changes. That will bring us to this page. Then this is what's happening now. You are merging, you are merging your proposed changes from the patch that you created to what? To the master branch. Now click on create pull request. Create pull request. Now it's going to check. It's doing some checking. Merging is blocked. All right. Merging is blocked. Now stop sharing. Stop sharing, guys. Stop sharing. Let me share. Great. Now let's watch my screen. On my screen now, I need to edit this rule again. I'll come here, edit rule. I'll edit rule. I'll add something. Require a pull request before merging. I'll check this guy. Require approvals. Required number of approvals. One approver. Dismiss stateful request approval when new comments are pushed. Require review from code owners. Require approval of the most recent review push. Require one approval. This is another approval again. Require a pull request before merging. All right. Let me save changes. Why was it not possible? Now I'll stop sharing. Austin, share again. Now refresh this page. Refresh this page. Just refresh. But now where they go? Refresh this page. Enter. Okay, now review required. All right. So it's asking for one review. Now this is what you do now. Copy this pull request. Go to your browser. Come to your browser. Come to that. Yeah. Yes. No, come on there now. No, come on there. This is your github.com Frankie's. Yes. Copy that guy. Send it to me. Copy it. Send it to our chat. Now it requires, look at, but before you go there now, wait. Now I've added another rules which says what? At least one approving review is required by reviewers with a right access. Now paste it for me now. Paste that guy for me. Paste that guy for me. Copy it. Paste it. Let me share my own screen. So he has pasted it. So this is what I will do. I'll click on this guy. I'll just copy this guy. I will approve that code first. Right click. Copy link. I would have opened the link. All right. So I'll come here. I will paste. Enter. So I need to approve this code for this guy before he can merge. So this is what I will do. It requires one approval, right? I'll click on add your review. Add your review. Click on add review. Then under review changes, I'll click on review changes. Then I'll come to what? Approve. I'll type this was approved by Frank. I'll click on what? Submit review. So the moment I submit review, changes has been approved. Now, but we can't merge. Let's see what's happening. The base branch does not allow updates. Merge without waiting for requirements to be met. bypass branch protection. Now, share your screen again because I have approved. This was a blocker which I have approved. Okay. Now share your screen again. Stop. So now you can see on its own partner is showing that Frankie's Infotech did the approval. Now scroll now. Now changes were approved. Now remaining one part now. I didn't see this last part now. What is your screen? Are you comfortable working this kind of black thing now? So this is what you do now. This base branch does not allow updates. Wait, scroll, man, see, scroll. Come down again. There's supposed to be a checkbox. Wait now, not to go like that, not to that small. Now, yeah, did this red place. The base branch does not allow updates. I'll also open this in GitHub desktop view. Now scroll, try to type something, leave a comment. Scroll around, type anything here, let's see. Type anything. All right, it's okay now. Now try to comment, let me see. This is comment, this is not commit. Development, this is just comment. Stop sharing, let me show you what I needed to see. Now this part, maybe since you're not the owner, I don't know why you're not seeing this part. So if I select this part, I should be able now to merge the pull request. So this is the pull request I can't merge, right? I should be able to merge the pull request. Okay, create merge commit. I don't know why you're not getting this thing. You will get bypass branch protection.
Yeah, I think because you created the protection, so me that is was added, I cannot bypass it except you authorize. Just my thinking.
So I can only merge it. So click on merge. Now merge pull request from Frankie's to this guy. Merge confirm. All right. Now see what happened now. So I've merged that pull request that you created. Oh, now I get the whole gist. I got the whole gist, guys. Let me explain. Let's do it one more time. Right? Let's do it one more time. Austin, share your screen. This guy has been merged. So if I go to master, just wait. If I go to master and check deploy, I should see that Austin's contents repeat. All right. Now let me stop sharing. Share your screen. Now go to that repository. Go to the repository, which is called click here. Great. Now go to yes. Now edit now. Just edit. No, click on it. You must click on the edit button. All right. Now try to comment. Commit. Now force, which is patch 3. You see it's incrementing. Force another commit. Yes, propose. Go ahead. All right. So to do a check, now create a pull request. Now click this drop down first. Click this drop down by the side of the pull request. The drop down by the side of let me see. Scroll, let me see. Create draft pull request. Create pull request cannot be merged until marked ready for review. Okay, just continue. Just click on create pull request. Create pull request. Create pull request. Click, yeah. All right, so we need a review. The same thing we did. Just copy that thing and send to me. Copy that pull request too. Yes, copy it and send to me. So you need one review. You reviewer, sorry, send it to me. So you stop sharing. I'll share my screen. So I'll come over here. So here's the pull 2. I'll click on it. Once I click on it, so I will review it. This is a review, right? I'll come here, add my review. Add my review, review changes, then give my comments. So, okay. Come to approve, then submit, right? Great. Now, we can merge. To merge now, CO, I'll check this box. Now, add more comments by pushing, no wala. Click on merge pull request. Merge pull request. See what's happening now. Now, this is a merge message, the commit message, or merge message, or whatever. Merge pull request 2 from Imolimo #3. All right. To master. I'll show that part. Confirm merge. Confirm merge. Now it has gone. It has gone from what? Let me show that part now. See, look at what is happening now. Now, one merge commits into master from this guy. Right? So this is the process whenever there's a protection on a branch. Right? I have set the protection. He will not be able to merge until he reaches out to me that Frank, I beg, I don't create a merge, a pull request. Merge it for me. Help me and merge. So in organizations, they always give control to DevOps, right? Most time, developers don't have access to merge. They'll just create the merge pull request and send it to the developer. Sorry, and send it to DevOps guy. It is the DevOps that will merge. Once you merge, your pipeline will build. All right. So this is the kind of process that we go through in organization, right? So far, so these are different patches now, patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, etc., etc. Now, let's check the content of this guy, dev. So there's nothing here. There's nothing inside of this branch. Okay. However, I want to merge. But before that, I can show us something like commit history. There's something called commit history. All right. The changes that are being made. So on this dev branch, I can check commits. Let's check 9 commits. Let's check, look at the changes. What happened? This guy deleted this file. This guy deleted this file. This guy deleted this file. This guy created this directory. All right. This guy created this file. There was an initial commit. So these are what really transpired, events, all right, in the commit. So if you check this ID, commit ID, let's see what happened. Click on it. What's really happened here? Nothing happened, but just the file was deleted. All right. Now let's go back to that branch. Now I want to merge CO. I need to show us properly. I want to merge from master to dev. So I want dev to have the same content as master. All right. So what I will do now is I'm going to create a pull request. I'll go to pull request. On pull request, I'll click new pull request. New pull request. On new pull request, look at the flow. This arrow shows to. All right. Now I want to merge from master to where? To dev. Once I click this dev, look at what will happen. It's saying that can't automatically merge. Don't worry, you can still create the pull request. Why can't I merge? What's the error? Why can't I merge? Why can't I merge? Let me try to merge from dev to master. I can't, no, this is the wrong way. Master to dev. I want to merge from master to dev. I want dev to have same content as master. See, I can't merge. Let me see. Okay, let me see the reason. I'll see the reason because it is protected, guys. That's why it is protected. But it says, well, don't worry. You can still create the pull request. All right. I'll click on what? Create pull request. I'll give it a title. Merging from master to dev. Copy. Highlight, copy, paste. Create pull request. This pull request has been created. Now let's scroll down. This branch has conflict that must be resolved with this file. Whoa. It has conflicts. So let me check that conflict. Let's check that conflict. So duplicate this guy. Duplicate. Say it's having conflicts. Come here. What's the conflict? Go to deploy.yaml. Let's check the conflicts. There's nothing here now. Go back here. Let me check. Deploy.yaml. Let me check a different branch. Let me see. What is this saying? What is this saying? Let me check dev. What's inside of that dev? There's nothing on that dev. Why is it still showing this file? I deleted this file completely now. I deleted this file. Delete. Confirm delete. Wait. Comment on this commit. This comment now. This comment. Delete this guy. There's nothing here. This comment was deleted. Who is this guy? Wait, compare and pull requests. It's not supposed to be like this. No. So now this is where most times your Git CLI comes into play, especially when you are having difficulty trying to merge. All right. So most of the time, what we do is we take it to Git CLI. All right. So Git CLI. So let's we'll continue from Git CLI. But before then, I want us to take like 10 minutes break. All right. Let's take 10 minutes break. So let everything that we've gone through, all right, sink in us. Then when we come back, we shall now see how to play between Git and GitHub. All right. Is that acceptable by us? Why is this going on? Hello, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, this file is open somewhere. I see. Wait, it's open here. No wonder that commit. Wait. Let me refresh. This guy now. Refresh. It's still showing. Resolve conflict. Use the command line to resolve conflicts. They ask for the command line. So there's the process. So yeah, so most of the time we use the command line. All right, so that's okay. Git merge dev. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's take 10 minutes and right back. So I'll pause this recording. Continue resuming. Okay, I think I have logged on to my base machine. let me create a directory, mkdir. Let me call it cohorts. Let me just call it cohorts. All right. Let me change to that cohort. Now watch you. Those commands, I need to bring back those commands. All right. So before then, I may need to check something. There's a git remote -v. Git remote -v flag. This flag is used to check the remote repository that is currently attached, that I'm currently attached to from this machine. If I hit enter, okay, it's telling me that fatal, not a Git repository. I need to do a Git init. Don't forget, I need to do what? A Git init. This is fine now. So if I run that command again, git remote -v, there is no remote repository attached to what? This machine. Right? Now, see, I want to show something. Now I'll come towards my cohort 2 remote repository. I'll come towards my cohort 2 remote repository. This is what I will do. I'll come to code. I'll click on this code. Like I said, we can't use HTTPS because HTTPS supported password authentication. We cannot use HTTPS because HTTPS supported password authentication. So the only protocol we can use is what? SSH. SSH. Now let's look at that part that showed us that set of commands. That set of commands. Let me show us that part so that we will follow along properly. We're going to follow along properly. So let me recreate a new repository. So I'll get those set of commands. So I'll go to repo. I'll come here. Repository. Here's that repository. Okay, sorry. New repository. Repositories. New repo. Let me just say to be deleted. All right? Public. Don't add anything. Click on create. So I need this set of commands, right? For SSH, right? I need these guys. So the first thing is I need to add this remote repository, right? So here will be the command. The command will be git remote add origin. Git remote add origin. But before then, let me check my branch. I've not done anything yet. Let me just touch a file. Touch me.txt. All right. Then git add, git commit, added me.txt. Guys, watch you. Git branch. Now we'll see my branch now. Fine, my branch is master. That's okay now. I don't need to do this modification. All right, that's okay now. So now I will say git remote -v. There's no remote branch yet. So let me add it now. Git remote add or origin. Origin, then the URL. So the URL will be this guy. This is this URL. So come to code, core 2, SSH. Copy this guy. Come to your terminal and paste it. So I want to add this guy now. I will hit enter. This guy has been added. So if I say git remote -v, I should see the remote repository. So this one is for pulling. This one is for what? Push. When I need to pull, I need to push. Same one, right? Now, see, I need to pull first. For you to avert conflicts, on your remote repository branches, you need to pull because you already have a file here. You need to pull so that what you have on your remote repository will be the same of what you have on your local repository. Because if I try to push this file now, I'll have conflict, a lot of conflict. Because it tell me that my local repository is not having the same number of files as my remote repository. So for there not to be any differences, my local repository has to correspond, the number of files in my local repository has to correspond with what I have on my remote repository. So for that, I have to pull first. At this stage, I have not added the SSH file. I want to show us something. So git remote, let's check the next command. These are the next command. Git remote pull. Git remote pull origin. Let me do something now. Say git remote pull origin. All right. Enter. What's that command? Git or git pull. I'll just do a git pull. Sorry. I don't need to put I don't need to do this thing. It's just git pull, guys. Git pull. All right. It's when you want to push, you do git push. Now it's not asking for my SSH fingerprint. I'll say yes. Enter. What's the error? Permission denied. Fata could not read from remote repository. Please make sure you have the correct access rights and the repository exists. The repository it do exist, but I don't know if what I don't have is the access rights. So this is what I will do. I'm going to generate a key pair. I'll say SSH key generate. This for this machine. I'll press -C. No much of this. Just enter. Now it's going to save this SSH key on this here. Yes. Enter. Passphrase. Let me give you passphrase. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It has been generated. So this is what I will do. I'll go to my what? To my home. This is my home. I will change directory to .ssh. Then this is my public file. Public key, sorry. I'm going to create this public key on GitHub. I'll copy this public key. Copy. Right click. Copy. Now I'll come to GitHub. I'll come to my profile. I'll go to settings. Sorry, guys. I'll come to SSH and GPG keys. Under here, I'm going to add new SSH key. New. I'll give it a name. Let me call it Git server. I'll paste my key here. I'll click on what? Add SSH key. This SSH key has been added. Git server. I'll come back to my terminal. See you. I'll go to that cohort again. Right? I'll try to perform that git pull again. I'll say git pull. Let's see what happens. You can see now, it is now authenticating. It's now authenticating with my private key. I'll put that password. I'll say 1 2 3 4 5 6. Enter. Let's see. Now I pulled both the branches. These are new branches. Imolimo, patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, the dev branch, the master branch. There is no tracking information for the current branch. Please specify which branch you want to merge with. See this guy, git pull remote branch. All right. If you wish to set track information for this branch, you can do so with git branch set upstream, blah, blah. You need to track a branch. Now let's check the branches. Git branch. Still only master. Let's check the contents. I don't have its content. Now I need to target that branch. That's what they are saying here now. I need to say git pull remote, then the branch name. So I'll say git pull remote. The branch name is what? Master. Enter. What's it saying? No, Allah. Let's target this guy now. Let's do this thing now. This command. Copy this command. Copy and paste. So what I need to do is just to change some things. Git branch set upstream to origin master. This is how you do it. All right. Enter. The branch master is set up to track the branch master is set up to track origin master. Now, what this thing says that the local branch, the local branch in my local repository has been configured to track the remote branch, which is what? Master. That's what this guy means. Set upstream. Now let's check if those files have been copied. LL has not been copied. Now git branch, but it has told me that this guy has been set to track. Now I can do that git pull now. Git pull, let's see. Put the key now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was it saying? Now we need to run some set of commands. Like I mentioned yesterday, Git is so sensible. It's so sensitive such that it advises you on some certain commands if you're making a mistake, right? Now there's a fatal error. It says you need to specify how to reconcile divergent branches. Now let's check now. You have a divergent branch and need to specify how to reconcile them. You can do so by running one of the following commands sometime before your next pull. Now let's start with these guys. I'll start with git config pull.rebase false. Git config pull.rebase true. Git config pull.ff only, which is fast forward. You can replace git config with git config global to set default preferences for your. Let's start now. So git, let me just copy and paste. Copy this guy. Copy and paste. Enter. Copy the next guy. Enter. Now, let me do a git pull now. Before I do the third one, let's check the git pull. Let me put the password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Successfully, look at them. Successfully rebased and updated reference head master. Now let me check the content now. LL. You can see all those files that are here. Where is it? .dig ignore readme deploy source. I've pulled them to my what? Local repository. I've pulled them to my local repository. We are not seeing .git ignore because it's a hidden file. Can you see now? .git ignore. Now that the content on my remote repository is the same thing as the content on my what? Local repository. I can now do a push. I can now start creating my files. Let me now create some files. Let me say touch finance.csv. Okay, mkdir. Let me call it apps. All right. Now let's check. Let's do a git what? Git status. I have this guy. Now git add everything. Git commit -m added some files. Right. Now I need to push now. I need to push from my local repository to my remote repository. So I'll say what? Git push origin master. Let's check. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's saying that CO resolving deltas done. Bypassed rule violation for reference. Changes must be made through a pull request. Cannot change this locked branch to this guy. Master to master. Let me check what happened. Let me refresh. Because we have a protection. But now it was forcefully, right? And you can see now, I have created these files from my remote. I have pushed them to my words. So from my local, I have pushed them to what? To my remote. Now I want to cause a conflict. If on my remote repository, I add a file. Let's add a file. To cause conflict .txt. To cause conflict, right? Commit. I want to commit directly to the branch. Some rules will be bypassed by, bypass the rules. I want to bypass the rules. Bypass the rules. Commit. I have committed. Now, if I come here now, see conflict. If I create a file in the local repository, touch, counter conflict .txt, git status, git add, git commit, added files for conflict. Now let's do a git push. Git push. Look at the error. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at the error. Rejected. Master to master. It's telling me that I need to fetch first. Meaning that I need to pull what I have on the remote repository first before I can push. Error, fail to push some reference to this guy. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do not have. You do not have locally. This is usually caused by another repository pushing to the same reference. You may want to first integrate the remote changes. Example, git pull before pushing again. See the note about fast forward in git, blah, blah. So it's telling me that I need to pull first before I can push. That's the best, that's the recommended way, man, to avoid conflicts. So I'll do a git pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that what I have on the cloud on my remote will be the same. I have pull now. Let's check. You can see I have what? To cause conflict. Here's the counter conflict. So counter conflict is not here yet. So I need to push now. To cause conflict. Now let's push now. And now say what? Git push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Passphrase. I have pushed. If I refresh this guy now, I should have my what? Counter conflict. So guys, this is the behavior. This is how you can integrate your Git CLI, your local repository, to your what? To your remote repository. Right? Now let's check the branches. Git branch. Why is it not showing? Now, okay. Git checkout dev. I have switch branch, right? I have switch branch. Git branch dev. All right. Now let me now merge. We couldn't merge on the GUI. Now let me see if I can merge at this point. Now I'm on this branch now. I want to merge master to this guy. So I'll say git merge master. Let's see. Conflict, modify, delete. This file deleted in head and modified in master. Version master of deploy left in 3. Automatic merge fail, fix conflict, and then commit the result. Let's see what's in this file. Let me check that deploy now. Deploy. Where's the conflict? This is a new file, no deal. Git status. Oh, this is a file. On merge parts, git add remove as appropriate to mark resolution. To mark resolution. So now this file is still hanging somewhere in this. Guys, watch you in this branch. All right. So let me remove it. I will say git remove the file name. The file name is deploy.yaml. Let me see. I've removed that file. Let me try to merge now. Git Okoto Agada. I know you're Adam. Deleted by us. I don't go delete the main file. I don't go delete the main file. Now let's do some. Let's merge now. Git merge. Let me see what happens. Git merge master. You have okay. Git status. We're going to add okay. Git commits. The same that all commits fixed, but you are still merging. Use git commits to conclude the merge. So git commits -m trying to conclude merging. Let's check. Git status. Now see I can push now. Git push to publish your local commit. Git push. Your branch is ahead of this. Git push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see something. Now it has moved towards dev. Now if I come to my repository, I come here, I go to dev. I should see those files. But that deploy file is not here. Come to master. All right. So now let's do some. I need that file. So I'll switch branch. Because in here, I can't find that file. So I'll say git checkout master. I'll switch branch. Git branch. Right. Now let's check if I have that file. I have the file. All right. So I need to go back to that dev, git checkout, dev. Now let me merge now. Git merge master. Up to date. Why is showing up to date? Git checkout master. Git pull. This is master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Git push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything up to date. So, but we've been able to see how we were able to resolve that conflict from the CLI. All right. Now let's see how we can mesh from on this GUI. Now you can see there are different files now on master and dev. So let's see how we can merge from master to dev. So I'll go to create the pull request again. Create the pull request. So this time around, I want to merge. No, I don't want to merge from dev to master. I want to merge from master. Let me see if it's possible. I want to merge from master to dev. I say it's clean. There's nothing to do. Say it's clean. Master to dev. From dev to master. What am I merging? Let's see. Okay. So create a pull request. Say it's possible. it requires a review. So let me copy this review. Austin, you can review it. I'll send it to Austin now. Austin, are you still there? We are done, guys. We're done. Just the
Yeah,
last.
I'm here.
Just click that guy, and add your review. So will you want to share? Let me stop sharing. So share. So add your review. But if you remove this thing, the cover also, this do not show and snooze. Austin.
No vex, I did share the wrong screen.
Okay. Okay. So scroll, let's see that review parts. Scroll. All right, add your review. Send there. You're far right. Great. Add your review. You're far right again. Review changes.
Here, okay.
Yes. Now, just add something. Small thing. Then click approval. Click on approve. Check. Yes. Check. Scroll. No, scroll. You see a button.
Okay.
Yes, submit. So he has submitted the approval. Changes has been made. Now stop sharing. Let me share. Now I can only merge now. So he has reviewed. I'll come over here. Come here. Then I will check this box. You can see changes approved. Approved by who? Show all reviewers. I can click show all reviewers. Yes, there's the guy who approved. Approved. Okay. Imolimo, right? So I'll check this box. Merge pull request. Okay. That's comment. Sorry, confirm merge. Confirm merge. That's been merged from master. Sorry, I've merged into master from dev. So let's check those contents. Let me go to my repository. Then this is what we have now in master. Don't override most of those contents from. All right. So you can see. So similarly, but I still have something very different on, on my local. All right. Git branch. So assuming now I have made a mistake, I'm not supposed to merge, because as it is now, I can't find read dots. I can't find readme.md. I can't find source. I can't find deploy. I can't find apps. All right. So I need to make this. I need to correct this thing, right? So what I will do now is I'll just do a git pull. Git pull first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are the changes. You don't delete everything. Ogbo. Don't pull everything out. So these are files that are deleted. All right. Okay. Okay. Git push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything's fine. So you don't merge everything. You don't merge everything. You don't merge everything. All right. So guys, this is so far our operation with remote repository. So if I need to add to another repository, assuming now I need to relate, let's create a new repository. Let me go to Let me close this. Duplicate. My organization. I go to repositories, new repo. I'll say demo cohorts. All right. I can add a readme this time around. Create repository. So this is a new repository, right? So it's showing me main here. All right. So I want to change it. So what do I do? I go to settings. Go to settings, rename this. No, that's this branch. Branches. Come to branches. I have main now. General. Okay, there is this. Rename this guy to master. Rename branch. Fine. Demo cohorts. All right. So I need to add this repository itself. So you can see it has given me commands. All right. So I need to add this guy. So this is what I would do. I'll come here, copy my SSH. Look, currently what we have here is git remote-v. It's cohort 2. So I need to add this new one. So I'll say git remote add origin, then the URL. So this is the URL. I'm adding new what? Repository. Remote origin already exists. So I need to remove these guys for me to add a new one. So I'll say what? Git remote-d origin. Delete origin. Git remote remove. Okay, it is remove. Git remote remove origin. That's a command. So if I do git remote-v, there's nothing there now. Now let's add that new guy. Git remote add origin, then the URL. Let's add. Now let's check git remote-v. You can see now I've added this new guy. I've removed what? This old guy. So now I can git status clean. I can touch some files. Touch audit.mst. All right. Git add. Git commit added. Now I need to pull first because there's a file here already. There's a readme file here. All right. I need to pull. So I'll say what? Git pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to set my upstream. All right. The same thing that happened. All right. Set your upstream. Copy this guy. Now I mean that you want to map your local branch to your remote branch. This is what you do. Git branch set upstream to what? Origin master. It has been set. Now do the git pull again. Git pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could not apply initial commit. What's it? Could not apply this initial commit. What's its problem? Resolve all conflicts manually. Mark them as resolved with git add blah 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 blah. So which file is this? What was there? Now which directory I've been this? But I'll say I've been create one file now. I'm create one audit file. I'm create one audit file. All right, let's rebase. You abort and get back to the state before git rebase. Run. Let's abort. Git. There's something happening here. Let me check something. Copy. Abort. Those files are back. I've aborted what I did. Those files are back. So let me create a directory, different directory. mkdir. Let me call it demo cohorts, right? So I'm creating this directory at the same level with cohorts. If I go back a step backward, I'll have demo this guy, right? So change into demo. Okay, I'll initialize this guy, git init. It has been initialized, all right? Now let's do a git pull. Set your upstream, set upstream. So this thing you have to practice this guy. No such file, blah, 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 blah. What's this problem? Wait, git remote dash v, let's check. Git remote dash v. Oh, it's not there again. Let me add it now. Git remote add origin added. Oh, sorry. Copy this thing again. Copy. We don't finish, guys. Just a wrap up. Git remote add origin. Added. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So git remote dash v added now. Now git pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now set your branch. Set your upstream. Enter. Git no such file. Wait, touch audit.msc. Git add. Git commit. Added. Git pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I get. All right, it has been said now. There was no file on my master branch. That's why it's complaining. I have pulled this guy now. So if I say LL, I should see it's not there yet. Let's do a git pull now. Git pull. I already set this guy the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's check now. Oh, I need to run this, guys. Git rebase and git config. Now do a git pull now. Git pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's fine now. Check. I have this file now. I can now do a git push. Git push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Successful. Refresh. You can see. So this is how you can add n number of repositories and work with them separately, right? So for you to be perfect at Git, for you to be very, very fluent, right? Fluent on Git, you have to practice Git. So guys, like I said, we have started DevOps, all right? Git is just yesterday and today. We've seen yesterday and we've seen today. So we've done the basic things, the common things you'll be using both in Git and GitHub, the common things you'll be using, all right? But even at work. Any other thing I didn't touch are things that they're not common. But the common things, 98% of things that you will see when you start working are things that we've done so far, all right? We've done so far. So I wouldn't want to waste much of your time. I want to bring today's session to a close. But before then, do we have any query? Do we have any query, guys? So since there's no query, I would love to see you guys next weekend. All right. But before then, please, guys, please, you have to practice. It's not easy because they are getting compounded. Next week, we are starting with Docker. Next week, we are starting off with Docker. Docker might take us 3 weekends. All right. Or maybe 2 weekends, 2 or 3. But let's see, sure. All right. So Docker, we shall do more pretty handful things. All right. So we shall see some certain things in Docker. So please just try and practice this guy. All right. So see you guys next weekend.